That's not true. That's some bat BS right there. That's a grade A Alfred messed up my sandwich bullshit. Got a couple of real life jokers here. Yeah, you guys drop this. Let me help you out here so I can pummel you. Now this is true.
Hello Batman fans, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. Finally we get to talk about some wonderful, amazing, good The Batman news that doesn't deal with delays, cancellations, idiots online thinking it's scrapped, or some dramas going on behind the scenes just because they don't have anything better to do. Look, I know the pandemic's making us crazy, but you can't go that crazy. Specifically, what we're going to be talking about today is concerning the Batman getting started back up with production. So much so that we have new set photos that have landed online since the Batman is currently filming in Liverpool overseas. We got set video footage of some wonderful characters we have yet to see, like Carmine Falcone. We also got the Penguin waddling around. But probably the most interesting photo that we got is the discovery that the Riddler in this movie will indeed have some sort of henchman. That, along with other Batman updates. So I'm going to need you Batman fans to leave me your opinions down below on everything we discuss here today. What do you think of these set photos? Are you excited to see the Batman filming again? Us Batman fans have just been beaten to a pulp, just the way Robert Pattinson was beating that one guy for asking him who he was. Me asking Warner Brothers when I can see the Batman. Warner Brothers' response. But also don't be forgetting to hit that like button, especially since we've got some positive Batman news in our life. Alright, so to get you guys completely up to date with everything that's been going on with the Batman, if you haven't heard, unfortunately, yes, the Batman did get moved out of 2021. It was going to have the perfect date of October 1st in 2021, especially since this movie was being based off the long Halloween. Like, the Halloween season was perfect for a Batman movie, y'all. But just like everything getting ruined in life, the pandemic went ahead and pushed it all the way to 2022, where it'll now be coming out March 4th. And even though we got that amazing Batman trailer that I felt like it changed everyone's perception on the movie and made them go, oh crap, I'm actually looking forward to this. This looks awesome. Robert Pattinson is Batman. I'm all up for this. People continue to try and sabotage and say this movie's canceled, it's bad, it's not gonna happen. I don't understand how you can call yourself a Batman fan but have so much hate when they try to give us Batman content. I need you guys to swear you won't fall for this nonsense being thrown around. Swear to me. But okay, getting to the set photos that have landed online for the Batman. A lot of interesting, juicy stuff. They've been prepping up the past couple of days here. All Batman fans have been keeping their eye out on this set for Liverpool. It looks like it's a continuation or a finishing up of the scenes we got to see in the trailer dealing with the funeral in the Batman. That is where a car is going to be crashing in out of nowhere. A person has a bomb attached to them. One of the things fans notice right away is what kind of car Bruce Wayne is going to be driving when he's, Bruce Wayne. It looks like the car in question is going to be a 1963 Corvette Stingray. And man, Bruce Wayne's always got the nice fancy cars. I am loving just the aesthetic behind all these set photos concerning the Batman. Like, these are photos taken from people's smartphones around the set of the Batman, and it still looks fantastic. What a great place that they chose. There was reports earlier when the pandemic was starting that the Batman was going to move its entire production to behind a studio, where instead of filming outdoors or in physical locations like this, they would be building the sets, and that kind of broke my heart because it just wouldn't feel that authentic. But now we have that confirmation that no, maybe they have some stuff in studio, but they're still going to go ahead and be giving us these physical location shots and really blending into the environment that Liverpool has to offer here as their Gotham. Still waiting to see if we can see the actual Batmobile riding around, because that's what I was hoping to get. We move on to some photos here of Robert Pattinson giving us his best Bruce Wayne, showing up to the funeral, obviously pissed as hell. And the more I stare at this dude, the more I just see serious cut down businessman Bruce Wayne. Everyone is joking around calling him emo Bruce Wayne, but whatever, man. Peter Parker made it look cool, kind of. Robert Pattinson's really not doing a bad job with it. Sounds good. And vengeance. In some of the set video footage that we see concerning the Batman, we see a lot of Gotham's elites showing up to this funeral. So whoever this person was, which I'm still thinking was the mayor of Gotham at the time, and was also the person who was wrapped in duct tape at the beginning of the Batman trailer by the Riddler. We have here our first look at Carmine Falcone. And for you Batman fans, you obviously know that name. Carmine Falcone is one of the most notorious crime bosses of Gotham. It's obvious he would want to show up to the funeral there just to keep an eye on things. And as a lady he's got by his side, very very, very leathery dress there. Everybody was so focused on like, oh look, our first look at Carmine Falcone. This is what he is. Okay, wonder what kind of role he's gonna play in the Batman, because there's already too many stacked villains. Even more after you see all the information in this video. But right to his side, it's been kind of hard to spot the Penguin in these set photos because we know it's played by Colin Farrell. But if you saw that Batman trailer, Colin Farrell is just not recognizable in the prosthetic makeup when he's the Penguin. But you see the Penguin right here waddling down the stairs holding an umbrella. Okay, maybe everybody is holding an umbrella because it's raining in this scene, but you gotta admit, seeing this dude waddle and hold an umbrella as the Penguin, that's all we wanted, Matt Reeves. What do you know? This makes me way more excited for this funeral scene, not even because of the whole car crashing in, the bomb sequence, and seeing how Batman's gonna try and defuse all that, but just the fact that before all that craziness and nonsense happens, Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne is gonna be showing up to this funeral and being forced to shake hands with all his future enemies right there. Carmine Falcone, the Penguin. Like really, Batman's rogue gallery is all at this one location and he has to keep his cool, try to not let his secret identity come out, and just seeing how Bruce Wayne would interact and be so casual with these guys, I'm really interested to see how that's gonna play out. But speaking of just so many villains showing up in this Batman movie, Batman fans have seemingly deciphered a new villain that was said to show up in this Batman movie, the Mad Hatter. The Mad Hatter was one of those villains that was rumored to be part of the Batman for the longest, but when casting was announced and all these characters showed up in the film, we were like, oh, I guess he's not in the movie. But now fans seem to think that Barry Keoghan, who actually is with Robert Pattinson in this set photo right here, shaking hands, is going to be one of the secret villains in this film playing Mad Hatter. And when they did some digging in his social media profiles, the dude was hinting at this role before it was ever announced back in January of this year when the actor would know he's part of the Batman. He took a photo, very vague, of him wearing a giant hat the way Mad Hatter would. I can't lie and say I'm super excited to see the Mad Hatter as part of the Batman. It's one of the lesser known Batman villains. It's just one I never really got into. I'll be fine with checking it out and seeing how it goes, but really, you gotta admit, this Batman cast is just so stacked with villains. I'm just curious how they're gonna separate all this screen time, give all these people their justice. But okay, the juiciest thing that we've gotten so far from these set photos is the revelation that it looks like the Riddler in this Batman film will actually have some henchmen that are dressed almost exactly like him. In these set photos, people outside were noticing that there was a group of people all wearing these green jackets, with some of them having Riddler marks attached to their backs. Even when you see the front side of some of these guys, they were wearing ski masks in the way most of the henchmen do in the Batman universe. But this ski mask look also really resembles what the Riddler looks like for this interpretation of the Batman. Going off a few things here from these photos is that, look, I'm still trying to get used to the Riddler look in the Batman. I gotta admit, it's not my most favorite look. I was kind of hoping for a traditional guy in a green suit. Doesn't really have to have question marks all over the dang suit or even a funny hat. Maybe a cane would have been nice. Still beyond pumped to see what Paul Dano does as this Riddler, but now seeing these henchmen being dressed up just like him and the following that the Riddler character will have doing his bidding throughout this movie really pumps me up. You could say that these people directly work for the Riddler and he actually tells them what to do, maybe planting little Riddler trophies around for Batman to find. Or this could be a sort of situation in like the Joker where it's people who are inspired by the Riddler, are really happy with what he's doing in Gotham and just decide to dress up like him and be sort of like groupies for him. With them being here at this scene where we know there's going to be a funeral and a bombing and Batman has to show up to defuse all that, I'm thinking that the Riddler gang is told to stand outside as watch to not let anybody else inside because the Batman is supposed to be the only one in there. At least that's what the Riddler wants. I do wonder what the symbols attached to this guy's back represent. Of course, we know what the question mark is, but symbols aside from that, if any of you Batman fans have any guesses to what these could mean. But that still leaves us wondering who these guys are and who they are following in the Batman. Some people always want to go to the Joker route, and I just think, no, they're not doing that just yet. My best guess, yeah, is they are probably attached to the Penguin in some sort of fashion, or these could just be what the regular thugs of Gotham look like, thinking they look cool painting their faces white and going around causing mischief. Either way, these Batman photos excite me. It's great to know that the film is starting back up. It's gonna finish sometime soon, and we'll be getting to see this film in 2022. Man, can you guys believe they dropped a trailer for a movie that's 2 years away? Why would you do that to me, man? Anything and everything, you Batman fans, go ahead and let me know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.